find me.
There's no time to waste.
Shouldn't wish to live in more interesting times.
He's guiding his students. They look sharper now, hungry for blood.
On my way.
Shall we cut and run on my way?
Behold the dance of death. No time to waste. Perish by my hand, Ishtar.
Let's have some courage.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
This is your end.
feel their anguish.
They're dying for me. All
Intestines throb. Blood whispers.
Blackets will be done. This'll do.
Only through anatomical study do we learn of Geich weakness. The more we know, the more efficient our kills.
Is that blood? No. Never mind. What's inside? What do we have here?
What am I to do?
Still breathing, despite everything. this is worth the cost.
Victory awaits.
Take you.
No choice but to keep going.
I will ascend.
Moving.
Well, so much for peace.
Enough sitting around. Let's go hurt someone. trust Jahira to come up with one.
See if there's anything you need. We don't know when the next blow might land.
Maggots will be done.
I sold a pair of boots to that traitor. Can't believe it. Cheeky. But since
No time to rest.
We must press forward. Are you sure that's the best course of action? Confirmed. Until then...
Soldier, let's go. Hey-ho.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
good looking.
Looking ahead.
Let's march!
Can't give up now.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you.
I wish we could gear up and head out. All this standing around is making me antsy.
Got to have a plan first. Got to trust Jahira to come up with one.
Our asses. I don't.
I do.
That's why we're still standing around.
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer. Need anything? I'll be here if you need anything.
Well met.
I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little...
Ready and willing.
Where am I needed?
Nothing hurts anymore.
I am ready.
Sharp as ever.
Have you wondered what people will say when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
Still in control.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones.
Ain't my neck of the woods.
They always disappoint there.
Stars.
I saw you training those children. You were so gentle. That's not how I was taught.
Cruel words strengthen neither heads nor hearts, Shadowheart.
I wouldn't quite say that. I learned a lesson, after all.
And came to resent your tutor, I bet. I taught them to fight, not to hate. What's your gripe with Selûne anyway, Shadowheart?
She betrayed her sister and ruined the balance of things. Imagine turning on those who love you for your own glory.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
My apologies. Welcome back, true soul. What news? Who better to suss out his like?
You'll find Zarel in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
Zarel? Fancy name. let's put our best foot forward. Or is it best feet?
Praise the Absolute.
So, Will, what was the Blade of Frontier's toughest kill?
Ah, it was a great scrap. A hungry Minotaur with a hankering for human flesh. An axe-bearing mountain of fur she was. Gave me a nasty scar.
I hope you don't mind if I don't ask to see it.
There is only...
Barely alive by most standards. And still it bows to the Absolute.
Serve all will. Serve her.
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
Another true soul. The disciple will want to see you. Through the main doors.
Well, Flo didn't tell a lie. She said you'd find me, and here you are. Karlach, isn't it?
Now there's a name I'd hope never to hear again. What was Flo doing here?
Didn't think to quiz her about her business.
Florenta the Garotta. A Cambion I knew back in Avernus. She was the closest thing I had to a friend. That said, she would have choked the life out of me if I ever turned my back on her. The fact that she knows where I am, where I might be going, doesn't exactly delight me. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. She's a half-devil. Impossible to read. I wouldn't have given her the time of day, but even I needed a laugh once in a while. What can I say? The bitch had good jokes.
Enough chatter. Your friend gave me 3 soul coins, said I could sell them if I wanted. But if I kept them for you, she'd consider it a favor owed.
Soul coins, huh? This could come in handy.
Sure. But she did have a condition. For every coin you take, you've got to hear the story of the soul trapped inside.
There you have it. Flo came all this way just to try to make me feel like shit. Clever use of her time. Memorized a bunch of sad stories on her behalf, did you?
Didn't need to. Your Flo did some devil woo-woo and stuck 'em in my head. Couldn't forget now if I wanted to. You want the coins or not? First coins got the soul of a woman named Maveri. She was born to a cruel mother, and a violent father, and 3 evil brothers, all named Baldur. She never knew a day of love in all her life. When she was a girl of 15, she sold her soul to Tiamat in exchange for someone who would love her unconditionally. She got what she asked for. A fellow named Clint, destined to be her soulmate. Struck by a cart and died a few moments after clapping eyes on our Mavery. Poor guy. The scud of her soul is yours now.
Thanks, I guess.
We're just getting started. This one has got the soul of a man named Frakes. Lived in a village near Neverwinter. Hit hard by the worst hunger in 1,000 years. Frakes called out for help. Prayed for his children to have meat to eat. Zariel answered. Made old Frakes grow flesh upon flesh after flesh. His wee ones had all the meat they could stomach.
He should have known. Better to die 1,000 deaths than let Zariel into your life.
Whatever you need to tell yourself. Last one's got the soul of a little boy named Ungir. 8 years old. He liked playing in the sun with his friends. That's all I know.
That's all?
That's all. Oh, and this slip of scratch.
Well, thanks, Flo. Hearing a bunch of desperate horror has ruined my day, which I suppose was the point.
You got 3 soul coins out of the bargain, didn't you? I'd quit whinging if I were you. I did my part. That means our business is done. Unless you've got actual gold to hand. Better hope you can hand.
While we wait.
I'm not worthy. I never learned the words.
Yes, you did. She gives them to you fully formed. You hear her?
Of many hearts, one soul. Of many thoughts, one mind.
If you have coin, then show it.
Me?
I wouldn't have if not for the lantern bearer. To think the absolute grace is such a creature as that.
We are each of us threads in her design. Even those we once called monsters.
What's cooking? Where do you hail from?
I was a farrier in Dissarin Valley. Then the dreams came.
All right. What now? My brothers had the dreams too. Same as me. They wouldn't admit it.
The Absolute calls us.
Back of the line. I'll be the first of us to swear to the General.
A new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul? Of course. Just before some godless lunatic purged the place of every innocent soul. A pity neither of us saw what happened. Nothing worth repeating. Corpses don't much go in for commerce. Here, though, Look around. All manner of beasties united against the enemies of the Absolute. Quite a god to bring them all together, and quite a fool who draw their ire. Hmm? All who pass through here find their way to the Absolute, one way or another. How painful the path is, well, that's up to them. But look at me preaching, when I'm only here to serve. Anything to trade, true soul? An honor.
And this was funny when it was just goblins branding arses, but you lot mean business, eh?
You'd find better lodgings out in the war camp, true soul. I know we're all one under the Absolute, but you do not want to bunk with an ogre.
Don't mind Mig and her meat sounds. It's just her brain and her skull.
Hush! Meat sounds above. Here.
For a moment, you do hear it. Flesh sliding on stone. Like a living being extending through the walls.
Big! In walls above! Maybe whole tower. Loudest near kitchen. But Mig banned. Not allowed to pet nose. You find meat? You share.
Blade at the ready.
Done. Done.
Let's get going.
Well, well, well. Look what These are the stalking grounds of Steelclaw, furless one. Tread lightly. Fortunately for you, the slithering vermin I hunt has my attention. For now. It is a name I earned through bloodshed and death. Unfortunately, the more ignorant here refuse to use it. Fluffers, they call me. Idiots. Their name matters not, merely their demise. I braved lapping waters and leaking ships to find this prey. I butchered many, and will butcher many more. But this one I toy with. I slice, I tear, and when the time is right, I will bite its head off and bathe in its innards! Luck is not needed. Merely patience and a thirst for blood. Hunt fast and hunt well.
Not a chance I'd fit.
So, Will with a Y. Why?
Why? That's right.
But why?
All's well that...
Why? A great uncle to name, my father said. But I just figured he couldn't spell.
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how can I help you? Soft and sweet as pudding, isn't he? He no longer remembers his life in the wild. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better. Praise her works, committed by the hands of her faithful. Observe. Barnabas, sweetie, come show what a good boy you are. What would you like him to do? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Barnabas?
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable as the tide.
No, Barnabas! We talked about this.
Like rope drawn taut beneath the blade, the connection simply snaps.
No, Barnabas, darling. No!
Another parasite. Collect.
All trace of restraint is gone. Barnabas has tasted blood, and wants more. To your surprise, instead of ravishing you, he grovels with a howl of pining awe.
Lord! Ah! Many die.
My faith protects me.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Sharp as ever. I've got a long road ahead.
dripping from the rafters above.
Attention! Nice.
Well met.
Don't burn yourself.
Gimme. No one stopped me yet.
Araj Baldur, trader in all things occult. A very great pleasure to meet you, true soul. Should you be interested, I have a particular offer I'd like to make. Put plainly, I'd like your blood. A vial of true soul's blood, specifically. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. Research, naturally. We Balduras are simply curious by nature. No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence. We can learn exactly what that means together, Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. And, if I may, would you have a moment to discuss another more personal matter? Truth be told, I heard tell of your coming before you arrived. Ketheric's dogs prowl far and wide round the tower. I know you travel with a delightful Nightwalker in your retinue. Please, I have a proposal for him. I will reward you both, handsomely. That is not a name which has ever passed my lips. I am a friend to you. I wish to be a friend to him. I must prepare myself for his arrival. Welcome back, true soul. come back any...
Ah, my favorite traveling companion. Perhaps if you lost a follower or two, I prefer... In that case...
Ugh, the reaction failed. I never thought I'd see one in real life. I read about your kind for so many years, but you are a finer specimen than any bestiary could describe. You're really a vampire. At least one of their spawn.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. And he's yours to command. My envy is palpable. I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry, you want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge?
I'm sorry, but could you excuse us a moment? Are you actually asking me to do this? Trading me for some potion? Because there's something wrong with her blood. I can smell it from here. It's rank. I can't say. It just smells wrong. Unnatural. Drinking it wouldn't kill me, but it would not be pleasant.
I don't have all day, true soul.
Fine. I'll do it. Darling, I've had a sudden change of heart. After all, who could resist such a delectable neck? Hold very, very still.
Incredible. Incredible.
Oh, hells.
Not your taste.
You're fetid, full of corruption.
I feel exquisite, though. So here's my part of the bargain. I hope you find it as satisfying as I found this. It was everything I imagined, and then more. I'll be able to put this to good use.
I'd love to, thanks.
My faith will guide me.
If only you'd gone further.
What's next?
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
What now?
At least things have stayed interesting.
Welcome back, true soul. Come back.
What a charmer.
Never a dull moment.
A little saliva.
She sees everything we are. Do you understand? There is no hiding from her.
The eye focuses on you, taking in every detail of your appearance. A spark glows within the heart of the construct.
Heard a rumour some do-gooder stopped a horde of absolutists from getting their hands on a load of druids in some grove. Whoever it was, better pray the general doesn't smoke 'em out. Be a bloodbath, so it would.
The dreamscape.
Bunch of the others were rounded up in the main hall a while ago. They ain't come back.
Wouldn't head into the main hall if I were you. Cyril and Keferic are working on some... Can't hear a damn thing in there.
Not meant to. It's true soul business, not for us.
Disciples Rel ain't sorry about ending up.
That's curious.
Through a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against stone. The pulse of a crawling, living thing. You can't quite catch a glimpse, but you recognize this feeling. The same alien presence you felt on the Nautiloid. Your awareness unfolds, expanding through every wall in the tower, every mind. A vast living network extending down into the dark, where something wakes.
Gods, what is it? What now?
It's a trap!
Tendrils snap like iron cords around your wrist. That presence in your mind looms large, closer now. With a soft, sucking sound, your hand pulls free. The flesh within the wall retreats.
Oh, thank goodness. I was worried I'd have to get involved. Now, let's keep our hands to ourselves, hmm?
You haven't felt like prey in many moons.
Enough. Just leave the bloody Trussos to their business. And what's to say they couldn't be us? They say the General rewards them as serving well.
And what about them who hang around this door like a bad smell?
I saw it, Trousseau. The army. They're nearly ready. It's nearly time. Us? We are so many. And we are marching to Baldur's Gate as soon as the Absolute gives word. I've never been to battle. I've never been to war. But I feel so calm. Ready.
Welcome back, true soul. Z'rell is holding an audience with the General, deciding the fate of those who have failed the Absolute.
We did as we was told, General. Followed every order.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
Us? No, it was Minthara. She got the orders. She...
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
You failed to retrieve the artifact. You failed to protect your true soul. You do not deserve to live.
Mercy, General! Please!
General Thorm?
Let our newest arrival speak. You have seen what these creatures are capable of, and you have seen their inadequacies. Isn't that so? What is your judgment?
You know I'm loyal! Tell him!
Enough! True soul, tell the General how the goblins served our cause.
Thank you! I'm glad someone noticed.
I'm sure they were very enthusiastic. But zeal without efficacy is for children, not servants. We are too close to the ending, and the new beginning. I can coddle failure no longer. Kill them, quickly.
What? No!
You creaking old bag of shit!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again. Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, let us take advantage of our surprising guest and their particular creative genius. I'm sure the results will send a clear message to the troops on the importance of discipline.
Of course, my lord. Thank you.
You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake! Oh, praise the Absolute! And praise her true soul!
Your merciful streak will be the death of us one day. Let's hope Zarel won't be too angry.
In another lifetime, you were greeted in this throne room like a god, not the living wreck you are now. Your disgrace has something to do with this Ketheric. You yearn to flay him until he forgets himself, as you have. Nothing sickens you more than a man who is unkillable. But to a veteran deviant such as yourself, it is but a matter of time.
The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn what fuels his power.
Careful, I bite.
What to do? Good luck, true soul.
From this seat, Ketheric defied gods and raised an army for the It is not particularly comfortable.
Not sure it suits you. That's probably a good thing.
Any one of them could be elevated to true soul, should they accept the
You're mistaken, surely.
I am not.
But we've seen... what? 5 true souls sent for an audience?
And not a single one came back down from the tower top. Must have been unworthy.
It is impossible to keep a garment clean down here.
You'll find it all the harder once we're off on the march.
If you think I'm walking all the way to Baldur's Gate without a litter, you don't know me at all.
Oh, of course. Perhaps our prisoners can be your bearers. Fine view from Gnomeback, I expect. You ought to be kinder, you know. To the prisoners, I mean. Any one of them could be elevated to true soul, should they accept the Absolute.
Ugh. Then I shall have to keep them busy praying for mercy from other gods.
Do I know you, True Soul? Feels like we met before. Maybe in a previous life.
Don't get too close to the prisoners. They're desperate enough to try anything.
Enjoy the view. This feels like it'd stretch all the way to the Sea of Swords on a clear day. If this place ever gets a clear day.
I'm afraid you missed the ship, True Soul. But there'll be another along soon enough. We're already stacking the cargo. Nothing of note. Just supplies for the battle ahead. I've already checked it twice over.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority. Your mind is full, bursting with ecstasy and terror. Finally, it is coming. You are becoming.
As you bear down on his mind, you feel a pulse in response. 1,000 pulses, echoing from the nearby crates. Tadpoles. His mind had rejected the knowledge, forced it behind a mental wall. A wall you just took a hammer to.
Worms. Worms in their heads. Worms all over. Parasites. Worms.
Just move on. In the hell? You didn't see anything.
Your tadpole squirms and feels a legion of echoes in response. A pattern of blank minds newly born. They carry only a bare shred of memory, inherited from something older. A sleep of centuries. The birth and destruction of a settlement above forming only background noise to the dream. Until something descended down into the darkness, and the dreamer awoke.
It's not too late to stop the cult from using these things. Now's our chance to change them or fry them.
The vat is still, placid, the winged serpent of the Zentarim. It seems their pursuit of profit extends even here.
I see Miles took a bit of a dive. Good riddance. He deserved it. Whatever he did. Tadpoles? Like a delicacy? I wouldn't know much about that, True Soul. I'm just a soldier. Which, speaking of, I'd best go report my man missing. If you'll excuse me.
of magic. Take it.
You're mistaken, surely.
I am not.
But we've seen... What? Central audience?
And not a single one came back down from the top. It must have been unworthy.
It is impossible to go on a plane out here.
How delicious. All the harder ones are off on the march.
If you think I'm walking all the way to Baldur's Gate without a litter, you don't know me at all.
Oh, our prisoners can be your bearers.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Be a dear and strike me.
A new face. Do as the warden says, when she says, and you'll be fine. Plant one foot in front of the other. Head forward. Back straight. Make them fear you.
Maybe I need more pockets.
The Iron Hand gnomes must succeed.
Oh no. The cult got inside your head too. Oh, thank the stars. When they disappeared into the darkness, my heart just about stopped. I couldn't bear the thought of them being hurt. Not after Zevlor. We were trekking through the darkness when the cult...
Your conversation has been cut short. These prisoners are for Disciple Balthazar's attention only. Your association with Disciple Balthazar inspires respect and a touch of fear. You are free to speak to the prisoners.
The gnomes. Speak to the gnomes.
You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute herself. What do you want with us, exactly? Huh. And why would you be so inclined? Those Spitfires? Well, they certainly gave the guards a run for their money. And they'd be a help in the escape.
I reckon you and I were meant to meet. I'm Wilburn.
We've got a plan. For us and the Tieflings both. But we're scuppered without the right equipment. We need tools. That head case of a warden robbed ours, but anything that breaks rock will do. Even if it's not Iron Hand quality. Whatever you find, throw it through the bars. But for the love of Gerdel, make sure a guard doesn't see you. Or we're both done for.
The stone. I feel it. Hollow behind the back wall, and beyond.
I'd bet my last copper there's a pier.
Don't speak to the prison.
You. Not you. Lord Ketherick may think you pose no threat to him in your disgrace, but I know the things you've done. Keep your bloody thoughts to yourself, and your head down. Oh dear. Does someone think they're important? You are small, Trussell, insignificant, and above all, replaceable. Do not forget that. You set foot in our tower once. You did not leave. At least not through any door I have watch over. I assumed you overstayed your welcome. Little did I expect you to intrude again. Your name, your place, was kept from all of us last time, but you were to be shown the utmost of respect. Respect you must have proven yourself unworthy of. And now, you waste my time. Regardless, know this. I am the Warden. The prisoners are my charges, and I answer to Disciple Balthazar himself. Stay on my good side. Anyone who refutes the Absolute is an enemy of mine, true soul. You would do well to remember that. My, they are letting all sorts become a true soul these days. He is chief advisor to General Ketherick, and one of the Absolute's favored. His necromancy is second only to the General's. It is an honor to serve him. A pity you're already failing, then. Indeed. But all are kept out of reach and under constant surveillance in the office above. Prison security is my highest priority. He sounds important, and I'm afraid the mere dregs are the only ones left in my care. My face might be bland, but yours? It is now carved into my memory forever.
Crimes being investigated in this area. You appear to be the prime suspect. You'll walk free for now, but your stories won't land.
For bitter business, the light would fear to shine on. Don't mind if I do. What's in here?
That is the plan, Nicholas.
There's something.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
A long way to go still.
I must make it to Baldur's Gate! I must! This is it!
Well, hello.
That is the plan. Unless this evil can get us out of here, I don't want to hear about it.
Surprise.
Better make my next move. Mind never quiet.
I am a busy woman, true soul. What is it? I am a busy woman, true soul. What is it?
Your mind swirls with information about the prison. The small levers behind the warden's desk open every cell, while the larger one triggers the alarm. And interesting items confiscated from prisoners lie above the warden's office, just up the ladder.
If you are going to stare, kindly do it elsewhere. As I said, you are free to roam where you wish.
It's only a matter of time till we're served up to the necromancer.
prisoners, I mean.
Out of sight, out of mind.
You're being arrested for assault. Judging by the look on this guard's face, you...
Focus straight through.
I got this. Ready for this?
I am a busy woman, true soul.
Being arrested for assault. Judging by...
Where do I go from here?
Wits and blades, always sharp.
I have such a headache.
Off we go, then.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Could go for a good meal.
There is work to do.
Looking ahead.
You were witnessed assaulting someone. You're headed for this.
batter. Damn straight. Without me, everything will be for naught. The Iron Hand knows must succeed.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Your feet fly fast, my friend. Any luck with those tools? Daring is the heart of courage, but we can't risk it. Not unless... Blessed Gerdul, I thought I'd never see it again. Thank you. The plan is to wait for a quiet moment, then bust out the back wall. We'll grab the tieflings along the way. We'll need them if it comes to a fight. You, however, are the clincher. Once we move, keep the patrols busy. If the bastards spot us, all of bloody Moonrise will come down on us. Hurry, or we're...
The gnomes.
I must make it to Baldur's Gate! I must!
Let's go.
Someone there?
Intestines throb. Blood whispers.
Witnessed assaultings.
It's only a matter of time till we're served up to the necromancer on a platter. Damn straight. Without me.
Another round? You're not gonna like this, mate.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Don't touch me.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
Time to take a load off, isn't it?
Your feet fly fast, my friend. Blessed Gerdul, I thought I'd never see it again. Thank you. We'll grab the tieflings along the way. We'll need them if it comes to a fight. You, however, are the clincher. Once we move, keep the patrols busy. If the bastards spot us, all of bloody Moonrise will come down on us. We'll move once it's quiet.
That might be worth a look.
Boat's good to go. All that's left is to ship off. My plan for now is to hide out on the water. Unless you have a better idea. Safe? That's no small claim in these parts.
Dark, until time, skill, or luck brings you to Last Light's dock.
Hold there! You can't just land and start unloading strangers. They're procedures, damn it! No one gets in without being tested. Commander Jaheira's orders. Hit. Form a line. Let's see if the Absolute's little pet recognizes any of you.
The Absolute's what? What are you doing?
If what you've said is true, no one has anything to fear. If not, well, we'll soon find out. Now, form a line. I'll not ask again.
This is ridiculous. As if I'd let some parasite infect me.
Things in Moonrise were bad. Real bad. Thank you for getting me out of there.
Ketheric's lackeys found me already. Blast it all! You need to deal with him. Every moment Ketheric lives is another I am away from Baldur's Gate. I need to return, and soon. Every moment Ketheric lives is another...
Ketheric's forces are infiltrating this place. You've got to take the fight.
Good work rooting out the traitor.
The towers were here. Soot.
See if there's anything you need. We don't know when the next blow might land. See if there's anything you need. We don't know when the next blow might land. Take care now.
I've got a long road ahead.
Just about.
Yeah.
Just about.
Irishman, bloody
Shouldn't
arm.
hang around too long, though.
Ain't my neck of the woods.
Burning through our oil. Should just about do.
Just about?
Just about. Shouldn't hang around too long, though.
Every moment.
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of Gale of Waterdeep. He wishes to extend you an invitation for a private conversation. You are speaking to a mere projection of Gale. Would you care to join him? What little I could glean from the portion of his mind that is open, perhaps later shall be too late. I would urge you to gladly. Simply follow yonder path, and soon you will find him. Good evening. I'm here on behalf... Gladly. Simply follow yonder path, and soon you will find him. Good evening. I'm here. Glad. Simply follow.
I love this time of night. There's an almost reverent silence that accompanies the peak of darkness, when you'd almost believe the dawn will never break. The cradle of eternity. The timelessness of lovers. That most beautiful of fantasies. I will be. Soon. I am perhaps just one hard day away from being without any troubles at all. This may be my last night alive. I wanted it to be under a canopy of beauty and wonder. I thought this place might bring me peace. I thought it might make the weight of what I must do feel a little lighter. But I'm not so sure. Babe or crone, coward or hero, death is assured.
Mistra's forgiveness is not. If you knew the end was near, would you not want to ensure it had meaning? I am terrified. I will not claim otherwise. My face could scarcely conceal it, even if my words sought to deny it. There is no point in running from the inevitable. Better to meet it on my own terms. Yes, but there is so much to live for and so few moments in which to house it all. Damn you. Damn you for giving me so much to care about. Our friends, our adventures. This would have been so much easier if it was just me. But it isn't. If there is a way, any way, to save all that's grown dear to me, I want to seize it. I just cannot fathom what that might be, other than to fail Mistra and condemn the world. Stay with me, will you? I don't want to think of it anymore, but I don't want to be alone either. I was hoping to speak to you, as a matter of fact. About the night you were kind enough to keep the... I wanted to thank you. I was sinking into a dark place. But you reminded me there is still light in the world, if I should care to look for it. You may well have prevented me from doing something very rash in the near future. I count myself lucky to call you a friend. Careful. I may just take you up on that. Oh, nothing would give me greater... Wonderful. I applaud your taste.
No time to dally.
No one stopped me yet.
What's on your mind? I question the wisdom of that decision, but I'll be here in...
Copper for your thoughts? You saw the extent of Flo's friendship. I knew never to let my guard down around her. She always made me laugh, even when I least wanted to. If she'd been completely different from who she was, we might have been real friends. Nothing worth reading. Cambion manipulation at its most obvious. Thank the gods. And I do, every day. What's on your mind?
Aces.
Every moment.
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good.
Gruesome, isn't it?
I'm glad you survived the encounter, at least. Did you learn anything more? Chosen? Oh, that's 3 masters Ketherick has served. Our paladin isn't very picky. He's aligned himself with mind flayers. But I cannot see what he gains. Perhaps we can force it out of him once we have him up against a wall. Was there anything else? The great general is paranoid. Good. That means he's protecting something. I'll wager it's the source of his invulnerability. He'd protect that at any cost. Was there anything else? Then speak. The same way hoppers learn of anything. Poking noses where they don't belong. We sent an agent to infiltrate this cult. The latest fad among the city's board. Until that same agent returned and tried to plant a knife in my neck. My first encounter with a true soul. I'm glad ours ended on friendlier terms. From there, I made some inquiries of my own. Saw firsthand how easily the cult could turn friend to foe with but the twist of a tadpole. And so I gathered my harpers and came to the source. Moonrise Towers.
I wouldn't have if not for the Lantern Bearer. To think the Absolute Grace is such a creature as that.
Of many hearts, one soul. Of many thoughts, one mind. Of many parts, one whole. In her name, her design.
Where do you hail from? They say the General cannot die. Perhaps that will be the Absolute's gift to us all.
I'm bound for the war camp. I'm no fighter, but perhaps she sees something I do not.
Cover your nose by the cells.
Let's get on with it.
Watch your back.
All's well that ends, well, not as bad as it could have.
That might be worth a look.
What's the story?
At least things have stayed interesting.
Witnessed assaulting someone. You're headed for the cells.
Can't give up. Not now.
Death's cold grip.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Cover your nose, but
many thoughts, one mind.
Ever at your service.
To check those crates. Already, nice to know what we're shipping.
Erna, remind your sister why I pay you both so much.
We are each of us threads in
Minding
her
our
design.
business is our business.
Even those we once called monsters.
Can't give up now.
Don't try giving orders, true soul. Everyone here answers directly to Zarel.
No feuding under this roof, true soul. We're all one under the Absolute.
You're not the first to brave the dark for the Absolute. The war camps are full to bursting.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciples Realm?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No, better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. She sees the goblins walking free, and a burning rage fans across your mind like wildfire.
Explain yourself. Very pragmatic, but very boring. Let's see if there's anything interesting in this brain of yours.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
You took pity on one of Shah's sorry little followers. Or was it genuine affection? Let's take a closer look. With the Absolute, your fantasies can become more real than flesh. The pleasures of the mind can surpass those of the body. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted. To take without asking, to feel without doubting, and to kill without consequence. In a word, freedom. By serving General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there. Aid Balthazar if you can. And bring the relic home. Then he must have failed to make the urgency of his mission clear. I do not want to see you again until the relic is secure at Moonrise.
What can I do for you, my friend? Darling, I thought you'd never ask.
Copper for your thoughts?
I was hoping you'd come to chat. What do you need? That almost is doing a great deal of heavy lifting. That man changes allegiances more frequently than a courtesan changes their bed sheets. At least he's proof you can turn from Shah and live to tell the tale. Though some may not call that living.
It is not your time yet, Blessed One. The rooftop chapel is reserved for the General's private...
This must be the place. We have to get inside.
I'm sure you have done a great many things to get but above. You will stand in her...
Her words are diplomatic, but her face betrays her true feelings. Utter contempt for you and all your kind.
Disciples Rel has given you a chance to earn that honor. I believe you will find your rightful place, and I find use for even the fallen. I have my...
Not everyone subscribe.
What a day.
What's next, I wonder?
It is not the rooftop chapel.
This must be the place. We have to get...
You hear her word, but above.
Her words are diplomat.
Disciples Ra will give you a chance to earn that honor.
Your tadpole grasps at nothing. She carries no parasite. But you've spent too long reading people not to see what's behind her eyes. Scorn, stark behind her mask of deference.
As you see, true soul, there is so much more for you to learn.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
No business here.
The tower doesn't stink like an overstuffed... So why are you here instead of out there? Oh, good. I love answering questions. Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. Have I not been clear? Find Balthazar, and more importantly... I already... So why are you here instead... Oh, good. It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. That is all you need to know.
wonder what the next move is.
So why are you here? Oh, good. Have I not been clear? It is something that
She's suddenly nervous, on edge. Talking about the relic makes her anxious.
I am in awe of the power the relic must hold to be of such importance. General Thorm will not leave Moonrise without it. Whatever Balthazar is looking for, it's crucial to the war effort. Fine. Talk to the Bugbear Quartermaster. Tell him he's to share my secret stash with you.
What to do?
Seen the view out west? That's the Absolute's power. The General's power.
Hey, True Soul. Armies gathered outside. The General giving us marching orders. I have got faith, True Soul. Of course I do. I just got sores from all the sitting around.
She gives them to you fully formed. You hear her?
You seek arms. I seek a warrior worthy to bear them. Took a liking to you, did she? Watch yourself. She breaks her toys once she's done with them. Get mo- You seek arms. I seek a warrior worthy to bear them. Get mo-
Soldier! We are each of us threads in her design. Even those we once called monsters.
I have such a headache.
Making me sweat.
Still in control. Just.
Welcome back, True Soul. Oh? Well, I'm afraid I have quite enough for my... If you know of any other true souls willing to aid my research, Araj Baldur. Should you be interested, I have a particular with one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. Just a little prick, and it's all over. There we are.
Keep your distance, darling.
Araj, should you be interested, with one drop, I can brew a rather potent... There we are.
dance?
Should you be interested, with one drop, I can brew... There we are.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Being? Telling? Tell Mig. Okay. But blech! No! Mig stick to full flesh. Yes.
Not lost your nerve, I hope. I tend to remove those from my creations. I could have, but decided not to. All the better. The devil is of no relevance to my goal. Besides, it seems you handled him well enough. I no longer hear that blasted singing of his. Perhaps I will seek out his carcass, should I be afforded the opportunity. Surely there are some parts I could put to use.
Now,